everybody? Welcome to week 17 here on the 52 Horrific Weeks in 1981. I am your host, Moon616. Thank you for joining me once again. Yeah, so, like I do every week, put the remaining films into the randomizer, press random, and the nesting popped up. Once again, I was really excited. I haven't watched this movie in a long time, and I haven't watched kind of a ghost story film in a while either, so this was kind of perfect. But yeah, the nesting, getting to the plot of the film, it is about a writer, an author, by the name of Lauren Cochran. She suffers from, she's like an agoraphobic. If you don't know what agoraphobia is, it's basically, you suffer from like mass anxiety, and it basically puts people like they seclude themselves into rooms and they don't want to go out anywhere. So anyways, she's suffering from this disease, I guess, and she's got writer's block at the same time. She can't get anything done, so she's been seeing a shrink, and the shrink mentions to her, or throws the idea out that maybe she should, try to get away from the city, get out to the country, clear your head, and maybe it'll clear up your writer's block. So she takes the advice. She heads out to the country and she rents like an old Queen Victorian house. It's like a fucking huge mansion, really. Almost too big just for one person to hang out in, really. And then, and she starts to, starts to write. And, as soon as she gets there, weird things are happening. Like, as soon as she pulls up to the place that she's renting, she never seen the place before. She walks up there and it was like she described it in her book. It was kind of a weird thing. And right away, weird things start happening. She starts seeing things. She starts hearing things. And she's convinced that something is wrong with this place. And then sure enough, the people around her start winding up, or start, getting picked off one by one. And then she starts to investigate, because she's convinced that there's something going on in this house, that the house is haunted, and she really just wants to find out exactly the history of this house. So she starts to poke around, and she starts asking people around the city, and and she eventually finds out that, the house back in the day was like a brothel, and there was a huge massacre there. And hence the haunting. So I'll leave it there. That's essentially the entire plot of the film. My thoughts on the film? I really enjoy this film. It's not a perfect movie. It definitely has its moments. It's not as atmospheric as I would like it to be. Like it is, but it's at the same time it's not like too crazy. Yeah, like I said, it's not a perfect film. It does have a couple things in the movie that are kind of awkward, I think, a little bit. She, like when she decides to go and, ask some people about the history of the house, she has this total run-in with this dude. Like, he just fucking loses his shit on her for asking him about the place, and he basically tries to kill her. It's so fucking random in the movie, but, so eventually she ends up, doing something about him. But I thought that was a little awkward in the film, and it actually goes on for a little bit. Another problem I had with the film, it runs a little long. It says about 103 minutes here. I think the movie probably could have been at least about 15 minutes shorter. With that said, it's not boring or anything. I think they could have just been edited down a little bit. But I really do enjoy this film. I think it's great. I really like how the story unravels in this one. It's pretty cool. There's nothing too extreme about it. There's not a lot of gore. There is a little bit. There's actually a couple really cool deaths, but overall, it's a lot of the deaths are minor, but not bad though. Not a huge body count, except for they end up showing. Well, actually, no, I won't even say that. But yeah, so the nesting. A very cool film. I really like the setting of it, though. Like, the house that they filmed in, it's fucking gorgeous, man. It's just really unique looking. And it's very well acted. It's very well shot, too. The director did a really good job Armand Weston did a really good job of filming or shooting this movie. And there is some creepy moments though, like, you know, with her seeing shit and, you know, things going on. And there's a really cool scene in a fucking pond in this movie too. So if you've seen this one, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, I do recommend this one. If you like ghost stories, don't expect anything too over the top and crazy, gory. It's not like, it's not frightening or anything, but it's a good film. I think it's a good one. I think it's an overlooked one that just deserves a little more credit, to be honest, but I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about it, but if I had to rate this one, I'd probably give it a solid 7. You know, it's a good film. It's not like fucking phenomenal, but it is good. It's definitely worth the watch if you like ghost stories and stuff, like, and if you like, you know, kind of slow burners a little bit. I would say it's pretty much a slow burner, but I know those ones are hit and miss with people, but I really do enjoy them, so. But anyways, that's enough about the nesting. I'm just kind of rambling on here. But I was excited to see that one, as I'm really excited about my Leafs finally being in the playoffs after fucking 10 years. Now let's just hope they don't get swept by the Canadians in 4. That'll fucking suck. That'll just piss me right off, but it's most likely going to happen. Because fuck, Toronto just got their asses kicked by Toronto, or by Montreal on last night, so I don't know. I really hope they don't get swept, but anyways, I'm rambling on. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Moose616. Leave comments if you've seen it. If you haven't, whatever. Peace out, homies.